Okay, so now we get into one of the most important parts about selling, and well, in this case, marketing, and that being human psychology. So, the fundamentals behind human psychology and what makes a person buy something or want something, and the research to find that. And 80% of your time will be spent doing this. So for me, I feel that I'm pretty good at what I do. And most of the time, I'm just researching. I'm just figuring out what people want. And then I'm just using the frameworks and applying the fundamentals, and just pulling data and using the frameworks to kind of make it happen, if that makes sense. And you guys will kind of see what I mean as we dive into this lesson and as I unfold the frameworks for you guys in later videos. But great copywriters spend 80% of their time researching and understanding their customer. Because if you can understand the customer better than they do, then you speak the language, you know exactly what they want to see, what they want to hear, and exactly what would make them buy something. Okay, so why research is so important. The ultimate goal of research, and this is like the key to selling anything online, as soon as you understand what people want, you just use frameworks. And then you look at what other people are doing, you copy it, and then you just break it down to a framework. Or you use one of the frameworks I'm going to give you guys here. The ultimate goal, you need to know your customer better than they do. And we'll go into an example towards the end to show you why and how this is so powerful. So the why, so that you can show them exactly what they want to see. Number two, to tell them exactly what they want to hear, and to give them exactly what they want, not what they need, not what they need to see, not what they need to hear. Okay, everything about marketing and selling is just appealing to the want. Okay, a lot of the times you'll see people want to do something. They want to become richer. They want to become more healthier, but they don't do what's needed. Okay, they'll never buy off needs. You cannot change human nature, wants around wants versus needs. You need to tap into the wants, and then you can give them what they need. But to get them to actually do something, you need to appeal to their wants, right? So the framework, luckily I have a framework for this for you guys. So the first step is identifying the desired results or goals of your target audience or who you're trying to sell to. This could be people that own dogs, so dog owners. And we get even more specific. We can be people that have neighbors that own dogs, for example. This could be you guys, drop shippers, right? So the number one step is identifying the desired results or goals. And we'll use an example of a drop shipper, which I'll show you guys in a bit here. Okay, then we need to identify the pain points. The third thing is to identify the limiting factors. This could be monetary and resources. This could be things that people have tried already. This could be, safety and risk. This could be doubts. This could be trust and authority. And we'll dive into this in a bit here so that you can see a clear example, but it's really simple. Okay, a tip is to look for like trigger visuals and phrases. Look for predisposed desires, presupposed desires, presupposed goals, things that are presupposed. For example, a dropshipper is looking for a winning product because a winning product presupposes that they'll make money. Okay, an easy vehicle is a product research tool, obviously, right? And when we apply the concepts from the previous lesson in terms of finding a product, the speed in which people can achieve their results and goals. The whole purpose of this research is so that we can figure out exactly what they want, what's holding them back, what are the limiting factors, and then we can use the principles we learned from the first lesson, so the previous video, and package it in a way that's super compelling. But we need to do our research first. Otherwise, we're just guessing. Right? So some advanced research notes that I have for you guys. And maybe we'll take a look at this later. Actually, we'll take a look at it now. So figuring out these stages of awareness that your target audience or target customer is in. This will impact the way you deliver your message. For example, people that are less aware about the problems and their solutions require more education. This, for example, are people that, broadly, the pain relief niche, for example, right? People don't know why they would need a back pain, like posture device thingy. They need more education around why the pain is so bad. We need to amplify it through education, right? The more aware people require less education. So you guys as dropshippers are aware, right? If I say product research tool, you guys probably know what that means already. Obviously, what does that presuppose? It means that, you'll make more money. Translates to making more money, and all of you guys are here because you want to make money. So the purpose of research is research everything, then figure out the best way to package everything in the simplest way, most clearest way, most believable way possible. So we oversell and we overdeliver. Obviously, in the case of dropshipping, sometimes you can't overdeliver, but you can oversell. And then from the profits, then you can focus on over-delivering. But right now, if you guys are just starting out, just worry about overselling and learning the rules and what actually drives a sale. And don't be afraid to break the rules, because you need to break the rules. You just need to break the rules. The guiding principle is that there are no rules, okay? Break the rules, then learn to follow the rules. The art of overselling is crafting a compelling message that's clear and believable. So you need to oversell, but make it as compelling as possible, so relevant to what they're looking for, that you determine from their research, and that you determine that these are real things that people are looking for, that they will actually spend money to solve, and that the message is clear and believable. It's very similar to the question of the sales analogy. So the question of sell me this pen, right? And people will be all over the place. It's not compelling at all because they didn't do the research and they don't know what people are actually looking for. And then the message is really diluted. It's not clear. It's not believable, right? You want to figure out what people are actually looking for, question it, then figure out what they're looking for. Then once you know what they're looking for, then it's like, yeah, this pen does everything that you want it to do. And if you just say it like that, it's not believable, right? So yeah, another way of saying it is, yeah, this pen does everything you want it to. Here, look, let me show you. I'll write on the paper, look, it does exactly this. Look at the pen, maybe, show them. So we're showing and not just telling. And this is like an important part of marketing that we'll go into as we dive into creatives. Okay, so something else. You want to amplify pain. You want to figure out what people are, what's holding them back. Okay, what their pains are, what their limiting beliefs are, and then you want to create a perception of an easy solution. But you want to amplify that pain first, because if the pain isn't amplified, then they won't be open to a solution, or as open to a solution, right? That's why problem solvers are a great product, are great products to choose, because there's pain involved, there's a problem involved, and you can really amplify that, right? And you use the product to make the solution achievable, or use the product to make the solution appear achievable. Again, it's all about perception. All about perception. And I'll show you guys some examples of creatives when we get into creative to show you how that perception is made. Okay, so here, for more unaware audiences, you need to really emphasize the benefits of the benefits and the pain of the pain. So benefits, weight loss. What's the benefit of losing weight? Maybe it's emotional. Maybe it's logical. If you lose weight, you'll feel great, for example. So feel great when you lose X pounds over X period of time. Okay. I have a crappy example right here. For a more aware audience, you really don't need to emphasize. However, stay focused on the benefits. You can be super straightforward. Again, all about presupposing phrases and visuals, like product research tool, frameworks, systems, calculators. right? So there's two methods of research that I like to use, and then I'm applying this research framework here. So the method being start with finding products to jumpstart your research. So you can just use the product research tool we have here. And then from there, brainstorm angles around the product. And the easiest way is just to search and see if other people are selling or advertising the product and what kind of angles they're using there. Or you can start with brainstorming angles. Easiest way is to search and see what other people are selling and what angles they're using and what products they're selling. So very simple. It's all about reverse engineering. Super simple. There's no secret to this. It's just, this is the research framework. And then you have your fundamentals of psychology and copywriting and marketing, which you could probably pull from like a few books, just reading. Yeah, you can just read a few books and learn it right away. And then most of your time, once you understand the fundamentals, is just researching and using this framework right here. And using these sources of research. So YouTube, going on Google, searching up pro of X product versus Y product, reviewing X product comparison, best product for beginners, YouTube, watching authority influencers, reading the comments, seeing the jargon, seeing the close-up videos, seeing the most replayed parts of the video, seeing where people are really emphasizing that they like in the comment, seeing which parts of the video they really like. Because our whole goal of the research is finding things that presuppose things that are really relevant to the customer, where they can come up with their own idea in their head. Okay, you can look at blogs, you can look at Amazon, communities, Facebook ads library, which is my favorite, Foreplay, Alley Hunter, very self-explanatory places to look for these things. So if we go into an example of Facebook ads library, so if we go to Facebook ads library, how I like to use it is I like to set the country to United States, add category to all, and you just search phrases. So you can be like relieve pain. You know, you can search up products, keywords, phrases. So relieve back pain and neck pain with acupuncture. Let's see. So obviously this is a service-based business. Basically what we're trying to pull out here is how they're persuading people to buy their product or service. Okay, I will go into the frameworks here a bit so that you can kind of see a very clear example. But super simple, relieve pain. Let's go to another example. You know, you look at brands as well, see what kind of angles they're using or what kind of products they're using. So the angle here is obviously growing longer lashes, the appearance of longer lashes. So there's multiple products for that. There's eyebrow growth serum, there's falsies, there's could be at-home extension maker, stuff like that, right? So that gives you inspiration right off the bat there. And then we're looking at the criteria checklist that we had in the first video to make sure that these are products that we actually have a good chance of selling and selling for like a high average order value and that has like a high perceived value, like all the stuff that we had on the checklist. Right, so then if we get into the ultimate goal of all this, it's trying to get all the research so that we can frame things and figuring out what they want seem and feel easy to achieve in the fastest time frame possible while avoiding all the limiting factors. You need to frame things in a way, like always be framing things in a way that's relevant to them, that's simple, that's clear, that's believable. That sounds like a push button fix, basically. So visual example, before and afters are a great example of that, a great example of this embodied. And I can show you guys an example. So let's take a look at particle ads. Before and after, do they talk about the product? Not really, but they'll show you the benefits and the before and afters. And if you have something like this and you can see the after result, doesn't really matter what the product is. You just want the result. But you're going to click on the ad with a general idea of what this ad is about. And then you're going to learn about the product, right? So if we click on this ad, this is how men can finally rid their hands of dark spots and wrinkles. It's very congruent with the general idea that people are clicking on this ad for, right? And then it talks about the product and how it does that, right? And they're going to really focus on the benefits and the pains and trying to make it believable and hit off on every point in the most condensed way possible. Okay, no filler content at all. Never have filler content. Everything has a purpose, right? It's to either increase motivation or reduce friction. So increasing motivation could be by amplifying pain, amplifying the sense that they'll be able to achieve their desired results fast and easy and simple without like all the things that they hate to do. Yeah, so this is a really good example. Before and afters. Use case scenarios, copywriting example would be like find a winning product in one search without testing and guessing. That could be a headline, right? Marketing is all about presuppositions and creating perception. So for example, right here, this presupposes something, 100%. This kind of does, not really too good. Like for example, before and afters are really great examples. So we want to dig deep into the principle and the effect that before and afters are doing. They want to replicate that. Okay. Like for example, me showing you searching up brands and stuff. This is like something that you could implement if you were selling like a product research tool, like you searching up products and then a bunch of products showing up. Very easy, very quick, very simple, very believable because we're actually showing it in use. Okay, customers come up with the idea in their own head. For example, showing a product research tool in use. That's just what I talked about. Okay, so if we're doing research around a drop shipper, right? Possible products we could sell, product research tools, mentorship, course. What else? I'll say these are like the main 3 compelling products right now. Desired results. All you guys want to make more money. Presupposed result, having a winning product, right? If you guys have a winning product, that means making more money. Presupposed result, having winning ad strategy. What does that mean? Making more money, okay? Pains, it could be too expensive. Some of you guys are on a budget right now. It could be too confusing, right? Business is confusing. Most of you guys are starting business for the first time. You never ran ads before, never found a winning product before, never market any sort of product before, never sold anything before. It could take too long, right? The time, it takes way too long. You want things fast, okay? So what of these tools are the most compelling? I mean, they're all pretty compelling things. I mean, if we rate it, probably a mentorship would be most compelling. Mentorship and product research tool, maybe not a course. I mean, it just really depends on how you frame these things, okay? Because you can frame all these around these things right here as long as it sounds believable and it's clear and it's compelling. That's the most important thing. And then it's priced correctly. So limiting beliefs that you guys may have. Can I trust this? Is this real? Is this a scam? So considering this, you probably need to see it in use. You probably need to see other people using it. Okay, what's so different about this product? What's so different about this product researcher? What's so different about this mentorship? What's so different about this course? Right? So keeping that in mind, we need to, things like that we have to keep in mind when we're creating our ad and writing our copy and marketing, right? We have to not only consider the desired results and the presupposed results and the core pains and the presupposed pains, we have to consider the limiting beliefs and tackle those things as well. And the easiest way to tackle those things are through visuals. Okay? A lot of these things can be done through visuals. Because a lot of the times people will just try to sell by just writing and telling people certain things, but like you want to show, not just tell. Okay. So research in a sense is really, really, really simple if you just follow this framework. and then we'll get into the creative side of things, and I'll show you how this framework and the research is broken down. But yeah, just very simple.